I'm Mahin, and this is your Sunday in the Studio edition of the Bellydance Quickies. As you can see, we are going to be doing a veil combination. I'm going to consider this one in some ways an intermediate level combination just because of one of the tricks mostly that we have in here and some layering. But if you are a beginner and you have good aim, you might just be fine with it. So, okay, let's get into our combination. We're going to start out with the veil behind us and kind of hidden a little bit. Make sure it's not too close to your foot on this side because you will be stepping out to the right. We're going to use a grapevine. We're going to have a 3/4 layered on top. If you are comfortable with that, you can also do this without, but it'll feel a little bit slow. So out to here, on the out, 1, 2, 3, 3/4 on the up. You're going to start to open the veil a little bit. Crossing in front, 1, 2, 3. Your veil is now mostly open behind you. Stepping out, 1, 2, 3. It's headed up towards your head. Coming back, 1, 2, 3 on the cross back. We're now facing a little bit towards the corner, kind of a diagonal right here, and open the body here and open the veil. We're going to take a 3-step turn going that way. So we're going to go 1, take it around, 2, 3. At the end of it, you will wind up with your veil at the front. Now, I didn't really go anywhere far on my turn, but you can definitely travel further. So here we're going to go snake arm, right arm, left arm. We're going to come down, and then as we're going to come back up, we're going to push up and out. Really nice and big and squishy. Push up and out. By now, you're going to have your veil out in front of you, and you're going to have it fairly taut. You're going to take this edge, and you're going to be passing it up and over your head this way with a little bit of a toss, and we're going to be catching it at the front. This one takes a little bit of practice. So go up, forward, step under it, and catch the front edge as it passes. So here, if you cut your veil a little bit too narrow, you have an opportunity here to open your grasp. So you can start to slide the fingers out because we have 2 more sways here. And then we're going to go ahead and drop the veil back behind us, opening the chest. We're going to turn. You can take as many turns as you like here, depending on your music. But on one of them, it's nice to take kind of a low reach forward, and I'm going to bring the hand at the back, kind of towards the small of my back, so I can really reach forward. And then as I come back up, I'm going to keep it there, and then I'm going to bring it around to a final pose like this. Okay, let's go through that again. So again, setting up, our veil a little bit hidden at the back. So we have out, cross, out, back. 1, 2, 3, snake arms, drop. Push it up, forward, here, and here. Sway again, bring it down, and turn, pop forward, around, and into pose. That one's a lot of fun, especially the toss. Now the toss is very tricky, and one of the things you might have to do is prepare yourself for what might happen if your toss doesn't go quite so well. So if you are doing your toss and you do start out with a nice taut edge, but let's say you go forward here and you only grab it with one hand. So with one hand, what you can do from here is, make it look like you meant that and drop it down, and you're going to spin it out. Get that veil straightened out, change directions, grab the edge, and then you're back to a nice hold. So that's one thing you can do. Now, of course, if you have tossed it over your head and completely missed it, and you go forward and you completely lose it for some reason, again, just make sure that it looks like you meant it, and go ahead and do something else. Maybe you can get back to it, maybe you can't. Hopefully you didn't drop it somewhere right in the middle of your dance area where it's going to be a slipping hazard for you. In that case, you might need to, at some point, get it up and out of the way or start using it again. One of the other things that can happen when you're doing this, aside from missing it entirely or missing it with one hand, is it's really hot in here today. It's Phoenix, of course, in July, so my forehead is sweaty, and of course when you're performing you get sweaty as well. So as I had it over my head, the back edge of it actually had caught on my head. Now this happened twice, and I don't really think I can duplicate this on purpose. However, the way it kind of landed here was as I went over my head like this. Actually I was able to do it, look at that. So it went like this, but I got lucky because it had went a little bit above my eyes. So I wound up with something like this, which wasn't too unworkable, but of course in this case I would really want to go ahead and get it back down. Now, practice is great, and you can practice as much as you want, but your veil sometimes will do something unexpected just because there's a draft or it catches something on your costume or something else, it hits in the environment. So you always have to be prepared with a way to salvage a move that is, has the potential for something to go wrong. Hopefully, every time you do this, you have a perfect catch, but just in case you don't have a perfect catch, then you know what to do with it to make it look still beautiful. So that's what I have for you this week. I will be doing an All About Arms and Veils workshop at one of my stops on my way in the tour, where we do a lot of other veil things. Go ahead and take a look at the dates in the box down there to see if it's one of the ones that is near you. And that's what we have for this week. So have fun with your veils, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.